This is WFO Radio.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Life's a Drag. It's your friends, Jason and Elin. We're live today.
We are live. We're live.
January.
It's live in 2026.
Yeah, January 14th. That's where we are.
Yeah.
All right. People are starting to load in.
There we go. Be sure to share the show and buy the merch.
Yep. Share the show. Let everybody know you're here. Because we're starting it all off again. Here we go. We're getting close. I just got my Gainesville hotel. I got my rental car set up. Yeah,
I got my hard card. I got my hard card application in yesterday.
Oh, I haven't done that. No one sent me my information for that. I need that.
Oh, see, the one for the media people went out yesterday. You need to call that Allie Bland and get on the case for that.
You know what I need to get out of her this year is a media pass, parking pass.
Yeah, you need one of those.
Because I need one of those.
That's the preferred parking. Hello, Dana. Yeah, that's preferred parking in Monica. That's, the media has the best parking. I will give NHRA that.
Yes, and there are weekends where, like, Norwalk is definitely one of those places where if I'm not there early enough, I can't park right underneath the tower. These are first world problems, obviously, yes. But the media center is across the track, so you guys get that upfront parking up there too. So that's always good.
Yeah, but, so things are starting to happen in 2026. So
yes, get your tickets now. We keep telling people tickets, buy them now.
Buy them now. Get on the list. Sign up for all the alerts because there's going to be a lot going on with the 75th anniversary of the NHRA.
Yep.
Big news. We're eve of Ford Racing big announcement tomorrow.
Huge announcement.
Huge. And so, everyone's been speculating. They've been pushing everything off. You haven't heard a word from Austin Prock or Bob Tasca or anyone. So will tomorrow be the announcement that Austin Prock is racing with Bob Tasca?
I don't know. Could be. You want me to speculate?
I want you to speculate, and then I will speculate.
I say yes.
I say yes also. I'm hoping this will be a Joey Little spectacular shoot Jimmy Prock out of a cannon and he lands on a net, and then Austin Prock bounces into a Ford Tasca playing car.
That'd be good. Where can you watch this, Jeff? I don't know where you can watch this.
That's a good question to throw out on the social media to the Ford Racing people or Joey Little or Austin Prock or Bob Tasca, because they've talked about a January 15th announcement, but I don't know how those things work.
Yeah, and by the way, if you don't see it live, guess what? I'm sure it'll be posted all over.
There will probably be some clips.
Yeah,
immediately after, because Joey Little is a man that gets things done.
Yeah.
So
looking forward to that.
Yes.
Is that going to be it for silly season?
Yeah.
I mean,
I think that will put the cherry on top. Now that we got like a little sneak attack announcement about the great Will Smith.
Yeah. Well, listen, by the way, I tried to get him on the show today.
Yes.
But he had a little surgery, so he's not camera ready yet. But hopefully next week.
I'm wondering, that Skag gig must have been a tough deal, because I thought Will Smith was already kind of a handsome guy, but they obviously said,
yeah,
fix some stuff, Will, before freshen it up, tighten it up. I wonder if he got a little this, maybe a little
nip tuck. I need a little nip tuck.
Yeah, so Will Smith into the Bluebird Turf Top Fuel Dragster.
See, now that, what are your feelings on that? I mean, I know it's everyone loves
Turf.
Well, on them adding another dragster to it.
Genius. I think that basically now they, people want to talk about sharing technology between Top Fuel dragsters and funny cars. I just don't think it works. It's just too much. Now the subtleties between the two are too critical, that you need that second dragster. I like it's great for Bluebird Turf because that gives them even a more presence on on the Top Fuel side. So now both Nitro sessions, you'll get Skag and Bluebird Turf.
Yep.
With Justin Ashley and Will and Top Fuel, and then Dan and Dave Richards, who has Aaron Brooks tuning them. I expect big things out of Skag Racing this year.
I do too. He's been out there and he's dumped a ton of money into this thing, and it's time for a little return on investment, don't you think?
I think so, but they are big on their hospitality over there at the Skag.
Huge.
I mean, they do so much, taking care of their people and their sales guys, that the racing is cool, but they just want quality time with their people and give them a great experience. And I would say the Skag hospitality experience is probably top tier when you come out there, as far as the drivers that come by, their availability, the performance, the food, all this. And then they got that Skag pit box. You see Randy and Maria bringing people
40,000 people over there.
It's awesome. I mean, they get the best experience, I think, when they come out to the races.
Yeah, because that pit box has been around forever, and the fact that they took it over and made it their own. I mean, that it's just. I like it. I like everything about it. It's and Randy and Maria, they're good people.
Yeah. I wish there were more pit boxes. I feel like, and I know this is sacrilege, but there should be a pit box right in the middle of the starting line.
That'd be cool.
They do that at some races, but it really wouldn't jack up the sight lines too bad, I don't think. But I think that basically right behind where the guard wall, right there in the back end, there should be a pit box for your VIPs.
Sure. I like it. I like that. Where they put the pit box for the Skag pit box is pretty good too.
Yeah. I mean, and it's right there, driver right, driver left, right on the starting line. And, but I think one right on the starting line would be.
Well, remember we used to do that.
You'd have to waiver the crap out of it, though.
Right. Remember we used to do the baptism by nitro?
Yeah.
We used to put a stage right there to let people do that whole thing. That was fun. We should do more of that stuff this season.
And maybe it doesn't need to be too high. Maybe it could just be like 3 or 4 feet, because that Skag pit box is like 8 feet off the ground.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Oh, yeah. Low zone pit box.
We definitely need a new stage for me.
I think there should be a low zone cage dancer, like you see in all those high-end clubs, just people dancing in the cage.
Yeah, well, we tried to do that with Hannah, and Hannah, though, was she's got to go do her job, her real job. Yeah. So Hannah gets up there and dances every once in a while. But yeah, no, I agree. We definitely need a cage dancer, some lights and stuff.
Yeah, for sure for Friday. I mean, just some spots, some spotlights, some lasers.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Here's what it really comes down to. I don't even think it's money. I think it's space on a truck.
Yeah, I agree that we're packing our 18-wheelers so full of stuff. It's not even funny.
We could probably put it on top of the 18-wheeler. I mean,
what's to stop us from doing that? I mean, they have those little air deflector ramp-up deals. So,
right.
Will Smith. I mean, let's look at the Skag racing lineup now.
Hold on, look at Dana. Hold on. Put J-Lo in the cage to dance and let Courtney Enders do the music.
I'm a fan of that.
I'm a fan of it. I don't think Courtney would be a fan of
doing the music. And also we need a crowd of people in front of Courtney yelling at her about music.
All right, let's go back to your Skag lineup. Here we go.
So Will Smith, really good guy. And also he's a guy that's been out there grinding. I mean, people talk about, guys that are out here doing it right. I mean, he came up through the Larry Dixon program.
Yep.
Could not be more excited for him to have a full-time ride. You got Justin Ashley, one of the greatest public speakers, spokespeople, ambassadors. I was talking to somebody yesterday about the Fernando Mendoza, the quarterback for Indiana, and Justin Ashley could do a very good interview duel. Okay, so who's tuning for Will? That is Scott Okahara and somebody else.
I forgot who. Yeah, it's his name's right on the tip of my tongue.
And I guess Scott Okahara is Todd Okahara's son.
Man, I don't know,
because he looks really young. I think he
does.
I mean, I haven't seen that. And Will is a good driver. I think that's going to be a good combo. Then you got Dan Wilkerson over there with Dave Richards, and Dave Richards' car is going to be a lot better, I think. Okay, Courtney Enders, yeah. Also, very funny. I have been blessed with an invitation to the Spencer Hyde, Courtney Enders nuptial festivities.
Nice.
And I couldn't figure out, like, it's called a high-end event. That's how they kind of defined it, is like, hey, cowboy glam, whatever. And it
Sure.
was HY-END. And I've had this thing for months. And literally 2 days ago, I finally figured out what it meant by high end, which was basically HY for hide and END for enders.
There you go.
And that's why it's a high end event. But I literally was just like, why? I mean, I get it. It's an after party. Yes. They're doing a very small, I believe, ceremony that's only going to be family. And I think Richard Freeman is officiating. And
whoa.
yeah. Well, you are creative, Ashley Force. Yeah. So it's going to be, I don't know. I got something on my calendar for that, but
wait a second. All right. So, all right. You're saying Richard Freeman's officiating.
Richard Freeman's officiating. And I believe Tony Stewart and Erica are the flower girl / ring bearers. I can't confirm that, but I think that's.
Could you imagine, Courtney? Hey, Richard, how would you like to officiate my wedding? Me and Spencer. What the beep 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 beep?
Yeah,
that conversation went great.
That would be So you got that going on. But
the comment section is fantastic right now. You need a translator to understand those nuptials. Exactly. So good. But yeah, that's awesome. That'll be a good time. So to finish off the rest of so back to Will Smith. Will Smith stuck my face on a top alcohol dragster in Norwalk a couple years ago. That's how cool that guy is. Like, I went and did a PDRA event, and Will was like, dude, we sat and talked for hours. And just while things were going, happening out there, and the guys, he's all into marketing over PDRA. He was the guy. I mean, he's the guy that just did everything at PDRA, just so he could be closer to the cars to get more seat time, and it's all paying off for the guy. I'm super pumped for him. It was awesome.
And I just think that is a it's not a retread person. It's someone that's put the time in. It's not the easy choice. We're not. I'm just super excited to see him out there mixing it up, and we need more top fuel dragsters.
Yep.
So that's a good.
Here's the other person that's helping tune. Thank you, Joe. Come here, show it. Why is it not working? I want it to work. There we go.
There you go. Yeah.
Thank you.
Glenn is legit. Glenn is a guy that's been out there working for everybody. He's a super smart dude. If you're a fan of drag racing, you'd recognize Glenn.
Mm-hmm. So that's good. Yeah. So that was another big announcement this week. But you're right. Tomorrow's should put the cherry on top.
Yeah, because I think now that everyone has found a home now. That was looking. Well, I take that back. Ida Zetterstrom's still out there trying to sort some stuff out, but I think she's got a good plan. She's talked about that with some people. She was on Comp Plus Power Hour talking about that. So, love to see her out there more. Still got like Jasmine Salinas trying to get out there, and Julie Natas and Travis Shoemake. But for the most part, all the people, teams are looking pretty good.
Yeah. And again, there are more top fuel dragsters out there waiting to get some money to come run. Hopefully this season, as it progresses, we'll get some, like you said, the Travises and the Julies and the Idas back out there.
There are almost 40 top fuel dragsters that made runs last year that got points.
Isn't that crazy?
So I think that's going to be, Gainesville, they're going to do testing before the race. It's sadly not open to the public, but there'll be tons of social media coming out of that. There'll be the Bernie Speed Shop, Wednesday Night Fan Fest.
Yep. That
is open to the public. So we're putting the finishing touches on that.
Let's talk about we had Josh Hart last week. His auction's going on this weekend at Meekum.
Get your wallets out, because I believe his stuff is moving on Saturday or Sunday. The great David Hakeem did a really good story on Dodge Garage. And there's also a very good, if you want to see the cars very easily, go to dodgegarage.com for David Hakim's article, or Kira Sage, big supporter of Drag Race Bracket Bonanza, and Kira Sage Motorsports broke down like all the cars in the auction on a YouTube video. So,
here we go. Announcement on Ford Racing YouTube channel, 7 p.m. Thank you.
There you go. So I'm assuming that's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow so as well.
All right. So yeah. So the cars Josh is auctioning are awesome. We talked about that last week, but this weekend is the weekend to get with your buddies and all throw in together, cash out all your Bitcoin or Dogecoin or whatever you need. And
they even had I think tomorrow they're auctioning off an Amphicar. So if you would actually drive an original car like I do, you can get it's blue. It's fantastic. It looks everything's in there. It's correct. So if you're a big fan of Meekum,
can you pull up Stephen Frisk's serious question?
Where's Steven? This guy? This one?
With serious question, which basically he's saying quit screwing around. I'm not here for comedy. I'm here for serious racing talk.
Yeah, he is. Look at him. With the addition of 4 new tracks, is NHRA planning on adding more events in the future? That's a serious question.
I think, if you're talking about national events, so we have 4 new national event tracks this year, and they already have national events.
Yep.
But I think the good thing is NHRA is adding events, adding tracks at the divisional level, regional level. So I would say, is there hope? For a while there was speculation about doing these showcase events. And I think that is still a real possibility. I think the 2026 schedule is pretty set.
Yeah.
But I definitely hope that they add more events, because I think the beauty of NHRA is you get top tier talent, you get top tier racing. But I would love to see, a handful of top fuel dragsters going to Idaho, going to these smaller tracks and just, giving them a little taste. I would agree with Dave Miller that 20 is enough.
Yep. 24 gets 24 got to be a bit dicey. You got to remember all of the stuff that we got to travel everying, everything.
I gave Aaron Brooks a shout out. That's going to be good. I think Dave Richards is going to be a lot better because Aaron Richards will wring the most out of that car that's possible. All right. So here's a question that's coming up. Yes. Okay.
What about Rockingham? Tickets were for sale, but not since the announcement. I don't know, man.
I don't understand that question necessarily, other than, sometimes when they announce the event, they have a small ticket window for people to buy tickets in advance. But a lot of times they roll out the tickets, just a little inside baseball for NHRA. They'll start selling for the first 4 events. And I don't know that's necessary. Yeah. Vegas in the spring is nice, Joe Lee, but I don't know that was taken away necessarily. I think it was mutually agreed upon. Yes. Hey, let's just make the big one in the fall massive. But yeah, so you get 1 Vegas this year, you get 1 Charlotte. But we talked about this, 4 new venues. It's going to be good to get in front of new people. See what we can mix it up.
Yeah, and you got to remember too, some of these smaller tracks like South Georgia Motorsports Park, they are dumping money into making it so it doesn't feel like we're at a high school gymnasium, right? Yeah. And I'm not saying that they're not all tracks are Vegas and Charlotte. You got to remember that where the infrastructure is there.
And so they got to. I exchanged some emails with Royce West, who owns the Potomac track, and they're doing all kinds of improvements up there. Kelly Klontz, that's her home track, and Kelly Klontz is going to do a bunch of stuff to help promote that race. And Royce was like, hey, man, I am busy making this track even better than it was. It was already pretty nice. So is the Vegas 4-wide?
I don't
negative.
Know. Yeah, I don't think you're doing
I do not believe. I don't know that for sure, other than when I did my Drag Race Bracket Bonanza plaques.
Right.
Charlotte was the only one that was 4 wide on the drag race bracket Bonanzaplex. I think Vegas is just going to be 2 wide for the countdown. I don't think there's going to be 4 wide in the countdown this year.
Yeah, I like 4 wide only because we get out early and we can go experience Vegas, but we can figure that out.
But I also liked 4 wide in the countdown because it kind of mixed it up.
Yep.
You know?
Oh, here we go. Another question. Man, you guys got good questions today.
Yeah.
Have we heard who's driving for Jim Dunn?
We have not heard who's driving for Jim Dunn. And I'll do a little speculating. I'll throw a little hot sports opinion out there.
Go ahead.
Jim Dunn is a big NHRA guy. I mean, 75 years in NHRA. IHRA just made a big $10 million donation to St. Jude's.
Mm-hmm.
John Dunn works for St. Jude's, I believe.
Yep.
So could there be a St. Jude's car floating around on the NHRA IHRA tour next year?
Could be.
Mm-hmm. I think John has expressed some interest in driving. I don't know. But I can't imagine that car won't be on tour because there's too many guys that want to drive full time on the big show. Alex Laughlin's got, that iconic team has got too much going on to not be out there.
Yeah. You got Mr. High Five, Mr. Jim Campbell sitting out there. He likes to drive race cars.
He does like to drive race cars. And there could be some up and coming people that, we don't even know about. That's what I want to see is I would love to see a team just pick somebody that you're just like, who is this guy?
Right.
Who is this girl? What's their story here?
Yeah.
So
Keith Kaufman. When are they going to return to the old point system? No countdown races. Look at NASCAR, what they just did. I think we're kind of locked into what we're doing, don't you think?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with the countdown. I think the countdown is actually, now that we have a regular season champion, I think that makes a huge difference because we have the old system,
right?
For 14 races.
Sure.
So you got you get the best of both worlds. You get a regular season champion that is a well-earned achievement. And then you get a cool playoff over 6 races.
Yeah. I like it. I like the system. It works. And
I got to think the whole NASCAR chase deal, to me, that's just a big deflection of how the whole lawsuit deal. And now we have to take some attention away from the lawsuit and getting our asses kicked by Michael Jordan. And, here, look at this shiny object over here.
Right. It's all classic misdirection.
Classic misdirection.
It's a shell game.
Yeah.
So yeah, hey guys, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Hi Joe, how are you today? I love people that watching the comments. People just talk to each other in the comments. That's my favorite thing.
Dave Miller is not a fan of the countdown. He wants to get rid of the countdown.
Get rid of it, and then
he will fight you with a trident.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that have won championships without winning a race. Eddie Krawick did it, I think.
Yep.
Tony Schumacher did. Speaking of Tony's, another interesting. Did you see that announcement about Tony Stewart running the Truck Series to the Daytona 500?
I saw that in a Dodge.
So that'll be interesting to see. I would love to see him get out there and really hype up NHRA, but I know he's got other bosses that he's got to deal with. But I
think the announcers will do most of the heavy lifting on that, don't you think?
I hope so.
They're on the, he's a full-time NHRA driver coming
regular
out here.
2025 regular season champion.
Yeah, add another, that's something fun to talk about. I mean, look, if you win something, you win something. If they're going to give you a trophy, take it, run.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Go with it.
Yeah. What else? We want to talk about what Joe sent us today. Joe's getting some love.
Let's talk about that right now because this is big. Everyone's familiar with Project Pontiac, but look at your mailboxes. Hopefully, if not, go to this company and sign up to get their catalog. Because look at this. Can you pull it up?
Watch this, guys.
Hey, Life's a Drag, guys. I'm not going to invade your show again today, but I just wanted to show you something cool that is happening for right now. This is the Summit catalog that is just now coming out. Summit Racing catalog. Check this out. Boom. Boom. Project Pontiac. Big feature in the catalog. And I am super excited. And look, they even used the car in their ad, man. So I don't know if you could mention that. That'd be super cool.
I don't know if you could mention that. Why would we not mention how cool that is?
I love Joe Costello. And in that top of the thing, hey, I'm not going to invade your show today. But Joe's commenting. He's giving his videos. He's telling us what to do backstage.
That's so cool because Joe obviously knew he talked to some people, but there's no way he knew. I mean, that fold out spread, I mean, that's like premium.
Oh, ad space. Yeah. Oh, heck
and
yeah,
the whole
man.
project. The whole Project Pontiac program that Joe has put together. I mean, the thing that I think is so cool about it is how many people have gone out of their way to just support Joe, from Foggett to Summit to Total Seal, to all, the crew chief people. I mean, people have given him time on the dyno. And I think that just shows just how beloved Joe Costello is and that whole deal. But I don't know. He must have some kind of crazy time warp deal going on in Florida. I don't know how he manages to have a project car and run the WFO network and do, NHRA stuff and be a rabid Formula One fan. And guy's just been blowing up my phone the whole college football playoff series. He is full in on the U. Miami.
Yeah,
and
I'm sure we'll talk more about that.
Yeah, do we want to pay some bills and come back and talk about Joe's love for? I don't know who loves the U more, Joe or Michael Irvin.
That's a good question, but we'll find out after this.
We'll get after the.
Drag racing fans, check out Drag Race Bracket Bonanza. It's the free, family-friendly fantasy bracket game. Now, after final qualifying at every national event, you can fill out your bracket for all the pro classes.
It's free, easy to click on your picks. If you need some help, just hit the randomizer button to fill in the blanks. It's for fun, stay engaged, and pick your winners today.
The number one source of friction in your engine is not what you think. Piston rings rubbing against the cylinder walls generate more friction than any other part of the engine. More friction and temperature means more wear and less horsepower. Fortunately, the team at Total Seal knows how to reduce friction and wear through innovative piston ring design. If it takes a piston, Total Seal can build a better ring.
Looking to replace your OEM diesel particulate filter or diesel oxidation catalyst? Look no further than DPF XFit, a complete line of aftermarket diesel particulate filters and diesel oxidation catalysts designed as an exact fit OEM replacement with all makes coverage for light, medium, and heavy-duty trucks. With thousands of units in stock, we ship the same or next day, and be sure to check out our comprehensive reverse OEM lookup tool. Always new, never remanufactured. For more information, be sure to visit dpfxfit.com. That's dpfxfit.com.
There we go. This one didn't play.
Redline Oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
Redline Oil, formulated to win.
Formulated to win.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Proven by me.
Proven by me.
Redline Oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
Bam, pow. All right, we're back. I don't know why they didn't play. Come on, man.
Yeah.
All right. By the way, going back to Joe's article there, that's like the centerfold. Remember back when you have to get your
Playboy
days. Playboys? Yeah, man. Good for Joe.
I mean,
I'm proud of him.
That should be hanging up on someone's garage.
Yeah, in the shop someplace, making things happen.
That's awesome.
So yeah, the we're college football. Joe Costello. So yesterday, I didn't do anything. I just sat in my house. I just watched TV. It's like the first full day off I've had in I don't know how long, and I watched all the anything 30 for 30 related to the University of Miami. They had a back to back.
Oh, nice.
Even the Catholics versus the convicts stuff.
So great.
And those things. Listen, I'm a Florida State fan, so I've endured wide right 3 times, wide left once. I am not a University of Miami fan in any way, shape, or form. I can't cheer for them. The only time I cheer for them is when they play Ohio State, because there's nobody I like less than Ohio State. But man, I'm telling you, the way they handled Ohio State, the way they handled Ole Miss, I'm like, man, that team looks freaking good.
Yeah, it is. And it's funny that Joe and I have been texting ever since, like Miami beat Texas A&M, because that was their first big. I mean, they went into Kyle Field, 110,000 people, and beat the Aggies, and that was like, number 10 seed.
Yep.
This is the deal where people were like, oh, Miami over Notre Dame, blah 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 blah, and then they go and beat Miami, Ohio State, and Ole Miss, and Joe was going nuts during that Ole Miss game. It was great texting with him.
Yeah.
And now he's got a home national championship game, which, by the way, have you seen the ticket prices for this game?
No.
StubHub yesterday, I went and looked. Top level of Hard Rock Stadium, $3,000 a ticket.
That's crazy.
These are $350 face value tickets. They're listing some tickets lower level for $17,000 a piece.
Jeez. Listen, the Indiana story is fantastic.
It is, and it's easily 2 of the most intense coaches.
Yes.
Like,
during the games, I was texting our boy Kurt Spittler.
Yep.
I was like, hey, Kurt, are you going? And guess what? Kurt's going to the game.
I think he's coming to Miami. I don't know if he's he may need to win a Top Fuel championship to get a ticket to the game.
I think he got an early wedding present. So
yeah, now
you're going to see him there.
Now I know he was warring with his boss, Jeffrey Young, who's an Ole Miss fan. I would have loved to have seen an Ole Miss Indiana game to just see how that would have played out in the NHRA communications department.
Yeah. Kurt's accepting donations at this point.
I doubled the donation that Allie Bland made, not to flex on people, but
oh yeah,
Allie made a donation. I went ahead and just doubled it, 100% more.
Well, you have to.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
I mean, what do we do here?
Yeah, so national championship game in Miami with the home team, it's going to be bonkers.
And you're going to be and watching those 30 for 30s, Miami wins a lot at the Orange Bowl. Couple national championships there, so it's not unprecedented at their home.
It's not
stadium.
Unprecedented. It will be a great game. I'll be actually one of my side hustles is I'll be down there running the Playoff Fan Central, which is the interactive convention center stuff. I'm going to hook up with Joe on Friday night. He's going to take me to South Beach. I'm going to tear it up on South Beach. I got my Miami Vice outfit all ready to go. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to be.
Is Joe going to take you to Nikki Beach?
Yeah.
Is Nikki's Beach even still there, Joe?
I don't know. I think he's probably Joe right now. Joe's probably more of a Fontainebleau guy. He's probably just more high rolling.
Fontainebleau is very nice. Eden Rock. Yeah, you're gonna have to hop around. That's what's cool about South Beach. They got really cool hotel bar scenes down there on South Beach. Very cool.
We were down there for the national championship game during the COVID year, which was a little bit of a bummer, but it was still kind of hopping because Florida.
Yeah.
But yeah, so somebody threw out a drag racing Mount Rushmore.
There you go.
Which is apropos since they've just been dropping. They've added, a couple years ago, 25 years ago, they did the top 50 in drag racing, and now they've been adding new names to a top 75 list. Which shout out to the people that don't have really good reading comprehension.
Right.
Or like immediately when they added the first 5 of Tony Schumacher and Peter Biondi and some other people were like, there should be more sportsman people. Why isn't Don Garlitz on this list? Where's John Force? Okay, they're already on the list. This is 25 new people.
Right. Oh, look who just decided to join us.
Oh, he just couldn't resist.
I
knew we could draw him off sides with Miami talk.
Like Beetlejuice, when my name is spoken 20 plus times, I must appear. And most people are able to avoid it. But in this case, you exceeded the 20 mention limit, and I had to come on. When you started talking about South Beach and the Canes, I decided to jump on here.
It is just so easy. He's got a Steve Spurrier visor on. Terrible. So great.
I only have a Canes visor. I'm thinking about going to Canes Wear and getting myself some gear. Elon Werner is going to join me and a very select Costello Media themed crew.
Yeah.
For a wonderful meal on the tip of South Beach. We're going to be past Nikki Beach, Jason Logan.
Okay.
We don't go to the Fountain Blue, Elon. We're just going to go to a wonderful.
It's just too touristy. That's just too touristy for Jay.
It's too touristy. That's where the phonies go. We're going to go to a nice, wonderful place down there, restaurant. I don't want to say where. We'll just keep that between us.
Yeah.
And then
obviously paparazzi reasons.
Hit some dive bars, maybe some real seedy, deep seed South Beach stuff.
That's my.
Are you going to take him to the? Are you going to take him to the what's it? My Tiki? Joe?
No. Oh, the Maikai. No, listen. I would love to. That's about 40 minutes north. That's in Fort Lauderdale. That's a Fort Lauderdale staple, the Maikai Tiki place. I would love for Elon to go there. It's just not possible this time. Yeah. This is about Miami. He's staying on Miami Beach, North Beach, I believe, somewhere over there.
Yeah,
so it's going to be a quick Uber for you to meet me. We're going to go down there. Going to bring the team here, the squad, and we're going to have a great time.
All right. So producing on the air, are you going to come to Playoff Fest Central on Friday afternoon?
I don't know when we're going to come. No. The answer is no. We're going to do the Playoff Central thing, I believe, on Saturday.
Perfect. Okay. So don't buy any Miami stuff because Playoff Fan Central has your Miami pants are going to go crazy. They have the largest sous vide store inside Playoff Fan Central.
Okay.
That if it is an item, it will have Miami National Championship game logo on it. Yeti cups, koozies, T-shirts, hats, visors, inflatables, throw towels, and they'll have a whole section of just Miami stuff celebrating Miami's deal. And they'll have a whole section of Indiana stuff. And then they'll have the lockup stuff that has like both teams on it. So,
wow. So this is, listen, I know everybody is signed on to talk drag racing, and guys, thank you so much for the catalog thing. Like that happened.
Oh, dude, super excited about that. I saw that in the comments. People are already ordering their catalogs.
Yep.
I panicked. There's always a story, right? You've got a UPS shipping coming. I was like, what is this? What did I buy? What did I forget? Right? These boxes show up. What are they in these boxes? I cut them open, the catalog, and I opened it up and it was amazing. I was like Navin R. Johnson when the phone book arrived. It's like,
I'm in the phone book.
The phone book's here.
The phone book's here.
I'm a
Big
real
things
person.
are going to start happening to me right now.
But we're going to take that and put it in a little box. And all this great talk about NHRA and drag racing, and Josh Hatchett did the Austin Prock and Doug are going to ring the bell at the New York Stock Exchange next week. And the Vice show, if we could just step it aside for a quick moment and talk about how big a deal this game is. Guys. So Elon, you may recall, and Jason Logan, it's serendipity in a way, right? Early this year, Jason and Kurt and Josh Hatchett and several of us went to the Charlotte Motor Speedway Club to watch college football. Jason Logan, what game was that for? Do you recall?
It was Miami and
Florida State. Were we competing?
No. I forget what it was, but Miami was playing that night.
So we all decide to go take in some college football at the start. And Kurt is all like, yeah, man, IU is really good this year. We're going to be great. And it's going to be great. And I was like, I just hope the Canes have a good year, because we're the team that used to be good, but not anymore. And here we are months later facing each other in the national championship.
Yeah.
And that couldn't be more personal. And of course, the Canes are a huge underdog, highly unlikely.
Although
7.5 points, Joe. 7.5 points.
Over a touchdown underdog, man.
You say that
against an undefeated team.
Nobody gave the Canes a chance against the Texas A&M.
True. Zero people did.
They snuck by them in a lot of people's minds. And then they're like, well, there's no way they're going to beat Ohio State.
No. The Ohio State people were devastated. They were shocked.
And then they beat Ohio State, and then they're like –
convincingly.
Yeah. And then really, this was probably going to hurt your ears. They caught a break against Ole Miss because there's so much turmoil at Ole Miss on their coaching staff. How those kids were able to keep their heads straight with literally not knowing who was going to be coaching them and all that stuff. But they got out there and performed and
respect. They did
that ass. And now they're in the national championship game with all the pressure of going to their home stadium, you know.
We didn't play well against Ole Miss, dropped 4 interceptions. Like that could have been a dominant victory. Instead, It was a nail biter, but whatever. They got through 5 consecutive road games at the end of the season to go to the national championship, which just happens to be at Hard Rock Stadium, their home stadium. Guys, you watch the documentaries, the Billy Corbin documentaries, and Billy is a very talented documentary filmmaker. If you like The U, you got to make sure to watch Cocaine Cowboys and all the different things that Billy Corbin does. He really takes up for Miami. He's the one who came up with the quote, "A sunny place for shady people," referring to Miami. We're sad down here, man. We've got our back-to-back Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. It's kind of a more of a Broward thing. The Dolphins are in the depths of despair. While the Marlins have won a couple of World Series, they dismantle the team the next year each time. And so it's really hard to get that going. Plus, I'm a Yankee fan. Yeah. The Canes, this is it, man. Everyone is on fire.
I'm hoping they roll out the sweet traditional Miami uniform, because I'm lucky enough before the game to be on the field when the teams are warming up, and when you see these uniforms up close,
oh man, I'm getting excited.
They're like last year. I think I've told Jason this. I was on the sideline when Notre Dame was down there, and like they had the gold helmets and the blue, and I'm like standing beside the guy, and like my hand just starts going up, like, oh, I have to touch this, and I was like, oh my god, you can't touch the players. You're just like, what is happening? But yeah, also you just get a perspective of how big the players are and all that stuff. So I'm super excited to get to Miami again and see you and just watch Joe just lose his mind and playoff and Central on Saturday, because it'll be college football playoff stuff everywhere.
Oh yeah. No, the whole city and Kurt, poor Kurt, right? Like I'm gonna get tickets to the game, and it's $3,000 is the least, and that's upper deck end zone. $3,000. My friend's got tickets. He's on the 30. He got his tickets a couple of months ago through the Orange Bowl committee. He's an Orange Bowl season ticket holder, which is a whole nother avenue with which to get tickets. The tickets that he currently holds are going for $10,000. This is a major event. Yeah. By the way, college football playoff, best idea ever.
Yes. And here's the thing that's sad for guys like Kurt. The fact that Miami's the home team, there will be no, like after kickoff, there will not be a drop in ticket prices because the demand is still going to be so high because there's so many local people gobbling them up.
And I told him,
normally it's like, if it was Ole Miss and Indiana at kickoff, they'd be like, man, we just got to move these tickets because down there's not that many people.
Right.
That's not going to happen. There's just so many
people are going to be waiting out there, StubHubbing it, trying to get in.
Yeah.
It's going to be so much fun Monday night. We're not doing an ignition show. I'll be watching from home, on like
how about school? Did I see schools in somewhere or like opening a couple hours later to accommodate that, or was that a playoff? Was that an NFL playoff game?
I don't know. I didn't see, but it's a good idea.
Anytime schools recognize the greatness of football, of like, this is a big deal. We were going to open 2 hours later.
So few things in our world bring everybody together, either for or against. If you're rooting against the Canes, the convicts, all that. They're not like that anymore, by the way, guys. That was in the 80s and 90s. But I get it. This is it. This is huge. At the end, the Canes could be national champions once again. And if people don't like Michael Irvin's BTA right now, if you don't like that, it's so
he's going to have a
fun.
heart attack. He's going to die on the field.
There's a local radio station in Texas, in Dallas, that they do the school alerts when like snow days, and they have a fake Michael Irvin, and they bring him on to do the school announcement. And it's like Mansfield ISD closed, Dallas ISD closed. My goal is to get him to see Irvin, who I've had some very minor interactions with in the past in Dallas, and get some audio of him just going, "Life's a drag, closed."
Or how about on the starting line for the Stampede of Speed out there? He's a Dallas guy. Like, get him out there. Like, we'll do it. He's got to love cars. He's into it.
He's into it. Yeah. So we've had Aikman out there. We've had guys out there. So yeah. So I just love when, we'll see Mark Rubilis at the game because he's used to the national championship game.
Wow.
In the past, I've run into Will Lester when it was at SoFi. So we'll just see how it all works out.
Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I know people want to talk.
Joe, congratulations on the catalog. Congratulations on the catalog. Looking forward to you being announced tomorrow at the big Ford event as the driver of the second Tasca Funny Car.
Did you guys drop the link in there, by the way? Joey texted me the link.
We did,
all right.
We did a while ago.
Yeah, Joey Little. He is just legit. So tomorrow night, I'll be watching that when I'll probably be at a team dinner of some sort.
Watch and share, man. Watch and share, like everybody. Like what? All right, we all know what it's going to be, but
do we?
Yeah,
I don't know that we do. I think we know.
Well, there is a wrinkle on that, and I don't mind saying it. All right, everybody and their brother has already been talking about it. We're talking about the Ford announcement, but okay, I will say this: like Tasca, what about Bob? There should be a movie. What about Bob?
Right.
He's a sailor. He sails now.
What's he doing? What's he doing? Bob Tasca. What's up with Bob? And I'll leave it there. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Joe. See you in a couple days. All right.
Hey, Elon, remember this video we showed earlier?
Hey, Life's a Drag, guys. I'm not going to invade your show.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah, he couldn't help himself.
And I can't.
There he is. He's back.
And
he's back. How does he have these capabilities?
That's right.
Oh, Joe's the best.
So great.
All right. So, all right.
What a fine American Joe Casillo is. All right. So let's bring it back to drag racing.
Yes.
Blake
says, which of the JFR drivers do you think will win? Start their season with a win?
Josh Hart. I think Josh Hart. He's big on kicking people's teeth in when it's a brand new deal. He won his rookie race at Gainesville. He won the first time he made the shootout in Gainesville. I think he wins the Gator Nationals in his debut John Force Racing race.
I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. If not him, it's going to be Jack Beckman.
Yeah, him or Beckman. And I think Josh will. I bet he runs. I'm going to go big baller on my prediction on Josh Hart and predict that he averages 340 miles per hour on his runs.
All right. That is big baller. I like that.
Because Gainesville, they'll run the speeds. I mean, first 300, Bernstein will be there. How cool would it be for Josh to be able to be the first to 340 in Gainesville when Bernstein's there as the first to 300?
Yeah.
And think about the time span of that. Because what was that, 92 when Bernstein ran 300?
Yep. Yeah, that's crazy, right?
So 92 to 26, you almost added 40 miles per hour.
That's nuts. That's crazy. Yeah. And then so that I like that pick. And so going back to the top 75 drivers,
yes,
and all that stuff. Yeah, people they're adding people to the list. That's all they're doing. Adding to the list.
I'm gonna say this gets tricky. I mean, because you really, when you're Mount Rushmore, Garlitz, Force, and then you've just got all these super elite guys.
Yeah.
Perdome, Bernstein, Greg Anderson. I feel like you got to put Bob Glidden up there.
Yep.
And then you just don't want to slight the pro stock motorcycle guys. And then it's just, Dave Schultz, that's a, and Pro Stock Motorcycle, he's probably the greatest Pro Stock motorcycle driver. The great thing about this question is Drag Race Bracket Bonanza is going to be able to help you out with that this year. Because we are launching towards the end of February a major moments bracket that will be basically run for a couple of weeks, where we have the top 64 Top Fuel moments of the last 75 years. And fans will be able to go and pick their moment in bracket form and then submit their Top Fuel bracket. We're going to do it for all 4 categories.
It'd be cool. And I don't know if you can do this. If you could link like a YouTube video to each of those runs, that would be awesome.
We looked at doing that. I actually reached out to some people about, hey, could we? It was just a little cumbersome. Now,
I bet.
But I think that that's something we want to look into, because what I've realized is, so we're going to do the 4 for each category, and then we're going to have all the fan vote. We're going to do all the math on the back end, and we'll post a fan voted greatest moments in Top Fuel history. Like who the fans voted as their number 1 moment.
There you go.
And then going up to the U.S. Nationals, we're going to take the top 16 Top Fuel moments, 16 funny cars, 16 Pro Stock, 16 Pro Stock motorcycle, and put them in a bracket and come down with the greatest moment in drag racing history. Fans voted by Drag Race Bracket Bonanza.
Very cool. I like that.
So as far as Mount Rushmore, that I guess that would be mine, would be Garlitz, Force, Glidden, and Dave Schultz, if I had to have one from each category.
I like that. There's no arguing with that, though. Because, there's so many like good ones.
But then when you say that, do you leave Wally off? Don't you think Wally, the founder?
Right. See, that's what I'm saying. It's too much. You can't.
You almost need, you need something. What's an elite group of people that's not Mount Rushmore? But I get it.
Yeah.
That's a great question. And I think that's going to be talked about a lot. All these tracks, 75th anniversary of the league are going to, like, if there's ever a year for fans to try to go to multiple NHRA events, this is the year, because they're all going to have legends there. They're all going to have cool giveaways. It's just going to be really, really cool. And the fact that most of our legends are still alive.
Yeah. You're going to see your heroes. Yeah.
Garlitz will be talking about stuff, and Kenny Bernstein will be talking. Get in line with autographs and, congratulate these guys on their accomplishments.
Well, and I was going to make a statement about that. Listen, guys, when you show up at these autograph sessions, don't come with a wagon full of stuff.
No.
Get one, find the one thing you want someone to sign, and then that's it. Because they are going to be, and get to the autograph sessions early, but, shake their hand, get an autograph. Thank you very much. Keep it moving, because there's other people that love that person just as much as you do.
And they'll have cool hero cards. I predict there'll be this. I probably, every now and then, like when they were doing the tracks of stuff and the Pep Boy shootouts, I was like, man, I should really get like a cool, you get these guys, gals autographs on this hero card. And, but this year I think I am going to make a concerted effort to look at that. Life's a Drag stickers.
You can get them on. You can get them on the shop too, as well, guys. Yeah. They're out there.
Yeah. So that's going to be the cool thing. And then I'm just fired up about the trophies and the ticket renewal prize this year.
Yeah,
it's going to be bonkers.
It's going to be pretty good.
All right. What did Keith Kaufman's got a hot sports opinion here? Let's go.
Here we go. Since the 50th anniversary, there have been more than 25 drivers deserving the top 75 honors.
Well, that was hard. Keith, I was one of the people that got to add 25 people. Phil Burgess asked me to, and it was hard. Like they gave us a list of all the drivers that were eligible. And when it got down to like my 23 through 25 picks, or like my 23 to 30, I need to go back and dig that out. Maybe we'll do that for next week.
Okay.
Is I'll dig out how I did my list, because it was painful. Like, because you knew some of the guys and you're like, oh man, but you're like, Do you value race wins over championships? Do you value performance over race win? It was, yeah. So, but
Yeah,
I
it's
think
tough.
most of the people so far, the 8 people or the 10 people that have been unveiled, I think 9 of them were on my list. And I had tried to do a really good job of adding sportsmen too. I didn't just go pro people. I went deep diving on sportsman people, and I talked to other people to help me make an informed decision because I'm not a huge, but like Dan Fletcher, I knew he had to be on the list.
Sure.
That dude,
Yeah.
I mean, what's that? I mean, basically that Wiz Khalifa song was written about him.
Right.
All I do is win, win, win,
Right.
win, win, no matter what. I mean, that guy, so there's guys like that just needed the attention. So,
Wesley, I like this one. Wonder if Austin gets in. I don't know, man.
No, I don't think. I don't know that he was not quote unquote eligible, but I think there was kind of a time frame of like you had to over the past 25 years you had to have been, so he'll be on the top 100 in 25 years. He'll be on the top 100.
Yeah, of course. That's what Wesley's asked about Justin Lamb. Justin Lamb, guess what?
Speaking of Justin Lamb,
on Friday, Joe's starting off producing, rolling out interviews with Lucas Oil Champs beginning Friday at noon, featuring Justin Lamb, Superstock champ.
Yeah. So get your Justin Lamb, deals there. But yeah, I think what I'm curious, and I don't know if this happened, if these new 25 people, if they're getting shuffled in to the top 50, because to me, Greg Anderson is a top 50 driver, not a 51 to 75 guy. And I don't know. Yes. I don't know if that gets.
I agree
honestly,
with that.
So.
But does it really matter to people? Like, okay, I'm top 10. Or
Jason,
I know.
What kind of question is? Does it really? Yes. Yeah,
I love it.
And I think it's
I think it's hilarious that it's just like who's on the Mount Rushmore of NBA basketball. It's like everybody wants to be there.
It's just all Shaq. It's just 4 Shaq heads.
I know it should be. God,
it's all the versions of Shaq. It's Shaq with the Lakers. It's Shaq
in Orlando.
Heat. It's it's Shaq in Orlando, and then it's Shaq on the TNT set.
That's it.
That's it. That's your Mount Rushmore. All the versions of Shaq.
Right. All right. We're gonna end the show with just a little bit about this. Elon, what about Tomlin? I know Elon is a huge Steelers fan.
I'm just now coming out of my football sad funk. I had such high hopes on Monday. Yes, I'm now in the Justin Ashley role. That was the first game of the season. Look how excited I was.
All right.
I wish there was a sad face picture of me. The roller coaster of emotions is what makes sports so great. But I had such high hopes for Monday night, and then they were just dashed. And then I got football sad about that. I went out halfway through the fourth quarter and took my Pittsburgh Steelers flag out of my front yard. That had been up for like a month straight. Like my neighbors were like, normally I just put it up on game day, but I had it up for the whole last month. My front yard was Steelers country. And I'm never going to get used to it. No, you can't get used to it. No. And Tomlin was so great, but I do think it was time. I'm in the camp. I think we should just trade coaches with the Ravens. That would be great.
Sure.
We get John Harbaugh, they get Mike Tomlin, and let's just really ramp up this rivalry.
Did you hear this? The Ravens owner? He found out in a press conference. He was doing a press conference. He found out.
He was like, "Holy yes." Yeah.
He goes, we'll take him, but the Steelers got to take Harbaugh. I was like, okay.
So I think Tomlin to the Ravens with Lamar Jackson would be, and I think Harbaugh could help rebuild the Steelers. But it would definitely, just so sad. I mean, the Steelers have had 3 coaches since the 60s.
Yeah.
I mean, there have been more. I saw a graphic. There have been more popes. There have been more presidents, And like Cleveland has had like 30 coaches in that time frame.
Yeah.
But the fact that there's been more popes in the last 30 years than Steeler coaches tells you the stability of that organization.
Yeah, it is well run, and I'm glad he just walked away. I think he didn't want to put the ownership in a position to fire him.
And and I don't think that was a decision that was made because of Monday night. I think it's something that he's been thinking about for a while. I mean, but yeah, it makes me football sad now. I'm terrified they're just going to promote Arthur Smith, which I think would be terrible. I think we need to go out and find another Mike Tomlin. I mean, go and Google the pictures of Mike Tomlin's rookie year as a coach, and he looks like a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
He looks so young. And to me, I would love to go and get Freeman from Notre Dame.
That'd be a good pick. I like that.
And get a guy like that. And just,
Keith, I don't think Mike Tomlin's I think Mike Tomlin's gonna sit out a year, regroup, refresh.
Yeah, he's gonna do
Jim
TV.
Harbaugh goes. Yeah, I think Jim Harbaugh goes to the Giants.
Yeah,
does well there.
Tomlin's gonna do TV. He's gonna be great. But yeah, so just football sad. And like Joe said, what I love about like we had the greatest 5-day stretch of football in a long time. Semifinal game on Thursday, final game on Friday for college football, and then playoff. Great. Now we'll get the same thing this week in only 3 days.
Yep.
NFL playoffs, national championship game. And then I'm going to get real sad when it's just 2 more days of football.
Yeah, I agree, man.
But I'll be able to trade it off with drag racing starting. That's the great cycle is for Sports Elon. Right when football's ending, drag racing starting, and that's going to consume me.
Yeah, it does work itself out like that. What was I going to say something? But yeah, on national championship game night, I got to do a wedding from 7 to 9 at Disney. I'm like,
oh no,
you got to check the calendars out, people. Come on.
Yeah, let's be smart about it, sports fans. All right. What a great show. Thank you very much, Joe Costello, for jumping on. Get your Summit Racing catalog. And then we'll be back next Wednesday live when I'll have, I'm sure, any number of photos from the national championship game with drag racing people.
Yep.
And share this show, buy our merch. And thanks, everybody, for watching.
Yep. Thank you, everybody, for all the comments. You guys were fantastic today. I hope you guys all enjoyed the show as much as we did. Gator Nationals countdown. Less than 60 days away.
Countdown to the Gators.
Good job, Keith. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your week.
This is WFO Radio.